your question and session on page 37 of the agenda.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. My question is, does the leader support the principles in the Thurrock Council Charter for older people?
Councillor Gresham.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and thank you, Councillor Gerrish. Short answer, yes. But yes, I fully support the Charter for Older People. It was adopted unanimously by this council after some excellent joint work between Councillors Howden and Barbara Rice, for which we all thanked them at the time, and we continue to thank them now. We have made great strides in delivering the commitments with this charter, and one of those, the one that's at the very bottom, is we commit to review and develop the charter with older people on a regular basis. We've all agreed there should be no such thing as a charter that sits there on the wall and gathers dust. So if there are any amendments that need to be made, we need to discuss those and make sure they work for the older residents, not just work for how we think they can work.
Thank you. Councillor Gerrish, do you wish to propose a supplementary question?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I do, and I think this continues to be a very good document. One of the tenets in it is that we give older people a voice and an opportunity to shape services. Well, Mr. Mayor, in the last few months we've seen Tory proposals to bring in the dementia tax, cut off the winter fuel allowance, break the triple lock on pensions, raise more quickly the retirement age, and as the cherry on top, to hit residents in sheltered housing with a new £500 tax. Does the leader appreciate that many older residents in Thurrock feel like they are under attack from the Conservative Party?
Councillor Gresham.
Thank you, Mr. and thank you, Councillor Gerrish, for your supplementary. Obviously, I cannot speak for what the party does nationally. However, I remember the Queen's speech, not a member of any of those things that you've mentioned being in it. I'm going to speak about the what you call the Tory tenants tax. A tax is something you levy on everybody. This is not service charging, which is levelled at those who pay for those services. There are 2,500 residents in council properties that are over the age of retirement but do not live in sheltered accommodation. They pay a tax that you and your party, especially your deputy leader, was quite happy to continue of £100 a year to support those people in sheltered accommodation. That is not fair. That is taxation without any representation. So, are they under threat? That's the point of view. Are they under threat from you and your administration and the previous administration actually taking any action? No. No. They were not getting fair value across the board, and will be now.
Councillor Gerrish, do you wish to pose a second supplementary?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'm sure that will be interesting news for those residents facing these increases in charges. Could I ask what he intends to do to go out to meet with residents to understand the impact in more detail once they've had a chance to come in and to see the effect that they have on residents?
Councillor Gresham.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and thank you, Councillor Gerrish, for your supplementary. As I've mentioned before, 70% of those residents within sheltered housing accommodation are on full or partial housing benefit. Those that are on partial may well get to full because this is an extra amount that is added as part of the housing benefit scheme, so they will not be directly affected in their pockets. Everybody else is in sheltered accommodation, signed an agreement that they needed the services that are supplied there. They didn't just say, oh, let's just move there. They wanted to go there because they chose to go there. There are services they receive there which they need to pay for. It's as simple as that. The fact that we never used to charge them directly for the services, we used to charge everybody indirectly for those services, gets back to what I said earlier. That is a tax. We can't support that any longer. People need to pay for the service they get and get good services for which they pay for.